Hey guys, welcome back to JPL Motorsports. This is Juan, and in today's video we're actually going to be working on an Elantra, and I know, you guys heard that right. We're actually switching it up a little bit from the German to more of a JDM side of it. Stop playing with us. We're upgrading bushings. Yeah. Engine mounts, torque mount, and then trans mount. We're actually going to be putting the upgraded ones, you know, once he goes out and does like track vans or mountain runs, the car doesn't have that much play, it's more sturdy, it's more solid, everything is just right there. Yeah, they are poly bushings. So, with that being said, here's the part number if you guys ever want to look into them, which looks like this. We have the upper engine mount, which is just a little bushing with a little bit of loop. Our last one is gonna be our upper gearbox mount slash transmission mount. A little bit of a background. First time we're doing this. However, pretty straightforward. I actually run a lot of these products on my personal E46 drift car.
Not sponsored,
so,
not sponsored.
Not sponsored, by the way. We're not sponsored, but if you're watching this, what are you waiting for? Sponsor me.
Why not?
With that being said, let's go ahead and rack this car up. Let's go ahead and install it, and then see how she does. So right now we're actually gonna be figuring out where all the mounts go. Very important. Right up here, main engine motor mount. So that's the upper engine motor mount. Here's how this is gonna work. This is what's provided with the kit. A washer, the actual bushing itself, and then this is the actual 18mm nut that came out of this motor mount. What we're gonna go ahead and do, we throw the washer on first. Once the washer is on first, we wanna lube up right on the side so we don't have any struggles when it's going in. And then once it's all the way in, we slide the nut right on top of it and torque it to spec. Wanna make sure it's lubed up because we also don't want it to sit in a weird way where it's not lubed up and then the car flexes a little bit and that could actually potentially be a noise that you will hear. So let's make sure we take care of that right now. Right here, just go straight down, right there. So as soon as we go straight down, we grab our nut, slide it in there, start threading at it. I have this 18mm which does not fit, and I figured it wasn't gonna fit. So you might have to get a thin wall 18. In my case, I do have a 18mm thin wall, ½ inch, that I could probably use. Indeed. But in the case that you don't have a ½ inch that is thin wall, you can always go ahead and go down to a 3/8, and that should be able to do the job just fine. Yeah, if it's, if you don't have a ½ inch, make sure you have these thin wall sockets. If you don't have thin wall sockets, have a 3/8. You're good.
I feel like everybody has a 3/8 socket.
Just double check your torque. Perfect. Sorry guys, I know, I'm so sorry. I forgot to do that before and after, but just imagine this was not here. So obviously you guys will get played back and forward, which you don't at all anymore. And also side to side, you're literally moving the whole entire car. Engine doesn't move at all. And that's only one out of the 3 bushings. All right, so right over here guys, if you guys look straight in there, we actually have our transmission motor mount. Or, sorry, our trans mount. I'm tripping. We're gonna go ahead and go underneath, put a pull jack underneath so we don't have the engine sagging down or up. We're gonna also go ahead and take this bolt out, which I believe by the look of it is a 14mm.
I was gonna guess that. That's so weird.
We'll see.
Through the camera, I was gonna guess.
That's kind of pretty good one. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out, make sure the engine doesn't fall, and put our new trans bushing on. So,
would you even call that a bushing? That's like so small.
it's a bushing.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
It's a bushing. It's a bushing. I don't care what you say. It's a bushing.
It's a bush.
It's a bushing. This and then go higher up.
I don't like that sound.
Cool. Let's see. So this front bushing is gonna go like this. The big grommets up top, small grommets at the bottom. And then you can tell just by like the big grommets up here and the little tiny ones on the side. So pretty much what you wanna do, same thing as the other one. You wanna loop here, loop pretty much everywhere, super lubricated. So you can just go right in. We'll put
That's what she said.
the other plate on, bolt it on, good to go.
You didn't even acknowledge my that's what she said.
I did, I was like,
Actually, you didn't. I can run it back.
You're probably gonna get grease all over. Try my best to Just get it on the bushing. Where it should be.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, like people be using lube and next thing you know it's like on their girls. Like what?
Should be for greasing up your gaskets.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So after it looks like this, like they just came out of a bushing repack.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
You put one through first. It's a little bit. That's what I was saying. It's a little bit funny getting it out. All right, guys. So once again, you want to make sure both, or if I should said 4 prongs go in there. So you want to make sure that all 4 of them actually slide into the bushing and not like get caught or like do some weird shit. Like once again, if you use the lube, you get them right through and slide them right in. So now that we have that on, we're also going to be putting the plate that was provided by PowerFlex, and then we're going to put the OEM not lug nuts, but the OEM bolt back on, and then torque it to spec. Also, if you guys can see, they actually have blue thread lock. So we're gonna go ahead and add some. Oh look, that's actually big. Yo, big shout out to the engineer that did this. That's awesome.
There you go.
So pretty much what it does is so you can align it, and once you align it, then you actually start threading it on. Pretty cool, in my opinion.
The way you visualized that was quite.
The way I visualized it was so you guys could understand what I'm doing, okay?
Can't see with your fat ass arm in the way.
So this plate goes like this. This one. So then you want to get one through, and then you want to put the other one right through.
There you go. Those are pretty long bolts.
Yeah. There was a little bit of an issue trying to like get the bolt to align once on the transmission, but like I said, Elantra actually thought that through and made the beginning of the thread not right there, so you would actually be able to slide, like I already explained to you guys. Let's go ahead and put the cover on because everything's tight and torque spec, and then move on to the torque mount. Yeah. So you guys don't strip this bolt. Grab it down here. I'm gonna support the engine. There you go. What is that, an 18? Well, the thing is, like, if we take that out, we might not even have to take out the mount. Perfect. This one, we're placing the bushing in between. But you see how it has a nut? So let's take that nut apart and see if the bushing genuinely just comes apart. But if it just comes apart, I'm creaming. Like Elantra, this shit's so right.
You mean Hyundai?
Hyundai. Yeah.
Hyundai, whatever.
It's Elantra, bro. It's the N.
Yeah. There you go.
So here's the main piece.
Dude.
Bushing number 1.
This is just crazy how easy this is.
Bushing number 2. Obviously we got bushing number 1. Huh. That's a little big. Well, let me see. Maybe this one is on the bottom.
I think that one is it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
No, but the bushing does go right on onto this, so it's fine. BFF 26 120, PFF 126 120.
They're both the same?
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, you just want to go ahead and slide them right in, like that.
Nice.
Put your bracket back on, and then slide this right back in, just like this. Sorry.
I think it's, yeah, I was about to say.
Just like this.
Here.
So once this is already installed, then you want to also go ahead and grab this other piece, and then you see these key slots, they will also be right on top of that. So then this just slides right on here, and then it bolts on. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
This is really nice, I will say. Part of me wants to add thread lock to this.
Should you?
Wouldn't you think so?
I don't know. You're the mechanic here.
Well, they didn't have thread lock on the original one.
Well, they've been putting thread lock on everything, and if it doesn't have thread lock on it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But part of me wants to do it just for the sake of it, but
you know
it's
what?
tight.
You're a good mechanic, maybe you should.
But it's tight.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Well, the thing is that if he wants to replace them, I don't want to fuck him up by having thread.
Yeah.
We slide it right back into place, along with here. Put this bad boys on. One here, then one on the other side. Actually, I did not have to take this bolt off, which is the actual bracket bolts right up here, because the bracket actually stays within the actual transmission, and with the motor itself. So we're just gonna go ahead and slap this one right back on because like I said, we did not need to take them off. They're 14mm, I'm just gonna slide them right in with this.
We're kind of in the BMW mentality where we have to take off extra things.
All right, and then we actually want to torque those by hand, just for one reason and one reason only. The trans case is aluminum. So if you go a little too hard, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna go right through those threads, and guess what's gonna happen as well? Then once you go right through those threads, it's gonna be really hard to have it rethread. And you wanna know what the worst part is of all? That if you can't rethread it, then you're looking at a new bell housing. Make sure they're good by hand.
Turn on your light.
1, 2.
You wanna turn on your light?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second. And then this slides right. So if you guys can see, they have thread lock. So we're gonna go ahead and put the good sauce.
Good sauce. Wow.
Sauce in the car, not in the floor. But if you guys can come right here, this is exactly what you want. You don't need more than that, you don't need less than that. That's a good amount. Perfect. And then slide the nut right back on. And then
Torque to spec.
torque to spec. Cool. Alright guys, so with that being all marked up and good to go, we're just gonna go ahead and do the same up to the, so I already did this to the one that we already put the cover on, so we don't have to worry about that one. And then we've also done it to the one up there. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Yeah, that's it.